All right. So, what if the biggest AI shift in real estate really has nothing to do with the consumer? That's what we're talking about today. It's a little interesting, Nate. The real story is that these brokerages are being forced to create because of the speed of which technology is advancing into what kind of company that they want to be. And I feel like half of them are thinking they want to convert into a terrible software company. You have Minute AI that starts touching lead routing. You've got CRM activity. You've got the one that you mentioned last time, Leo or whatever it is. We've got HeyLeo, which I think is the very best in the world. Then you've got the traditional stuff. You've got the Anthropics of the world, the OpenAIs of the world, where you can create custom things and leverage their APIs and blah, 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 so on and so forth. I think the most important question is what happens when AI starts becoming part of the operating layer of the brokerage itself, especially when the brokerage isn't by nature a software development company. This isn't AI for the home buyer. This isn't AI for curiosity's sake. This isn't an AI that's just a gimmick. These companies are pouring real money into artificial intelligence in hopes that they're going to build something as substantial, but in reality, they suck. So, Nate, I'm going to hand you the baton here because I don't see the potential. I just feel like they're throwing money down the drain. Why are they doing this versus using and partnering up with somebody like us, somebody like a HeyLeo, somebody like a Uzi, in order to offset their weaknesses instead of trying to build something from scratch when it's not even within their wheelhouse? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, we know that brokerages struggle with distributing software to their agents that actually works. I mean, you look at the CRMs, agents barely use them. They're too hard to use. They're just too complicated. And then real estate being so far behind on the tech curve, like the slowest to adapt, trying to put in AI software as they are trying to do right now, it obviously falls short. So like the agents that join these brokerages you don't join a brokerage because you think it's going to lead you to make sales, right? You would join a team to do that, or you would join a coach who can actually help you achieve that. But the brokerage is essentially there to help you facilitate the transaction and make sure compliance and insurance and all that kind of stuff is, you're not getting in trouble. But it's not there. They're not there to train you and help you. You can go to their trainings. I mean, when I went to the trainings, all of them were pretty terrible besides one boutique brokerage that I worked at.
Yeah.
The agents that are doing well are the ones who are going to the people that are outside of their brokerage, going to the people on YouTube, following people on Facebook groups, whatnot, and actually learning and strategizing around how to use AI in their business. And there's a misdirection with that as well, because you need to find the right person to follow. The strategic way to place AI in your business, well, where is that? Is that on the consumer side to answer questions for clients or to get leads, having an AI respond to them? Or is that actually in the infrastructure of how you set up your business? Because you got to think about being an agent as a small business. You have to run your website, you got to run your ads, you got to run your social media. You have to do everything
all
on
three,
your
though,
own.
right?
Say it again.
Ideally, it would be all three, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, you have to do all of that on your own. Yeah. But the thing is that you have to learn and figure out what's important to be able to set up and structure your business the correct way, so you don't have to do so much maintenance work on it. So you're not the one that's always doing the administrative tasks, but you can focus on selling. Because my viewpoint on this is that you're the salesperson. You're really good at working with people. You want to be the one that's talking to all of your clients. Now, if you're going to use AI, have it be exclusive for building the infrastructure of something like your website, optimizing your SEO on all of your Facebook or social media pages. Have it, and then by doing that, getting leads through what that AI built is secondary. But first, it's optimized for, hey, this person's a professional. I can look at their marketing. It's great.
Yep.
The things that their testimonials, everything that they've done in the past, I can see on their website, which you can have AI build, is where people are going to get that trust for you. Now, when they talk to you, that's the most important thing. If you send them to an AI agent, it's like, oh, cool. Okay, I'm done with this. I actually want a phone call. I'm going to call somebody that's going to answer the phone. Right. So find somebody outside of the brokerage, because we know that their technology is not going to be working anytime soon, and make sure that you are the one answering the questions, that you're the one getting to know this client because you're helping them with the biggest deal of their life.
Yeah. I think when AI first entered the conversation, most people treated it as an add-on. I still think a lot of people treat it as an add-on, either because of confusion. It's just something new that they have to learn that is hard. It's complicated to grasp, perhaps, or it's just so outlandish to them that they don't even want to put in any kind of effort, or they just don't have the bandwidth to be able to have to learn something new. And so you look to systems that are plug and play. Like, what is the no-brainer? I can just talk to it like I would talk to my executive assistant and just get things done. What's happening right now is that these real estate companies are trying to become software players, and they don't have a clean workflow. They don't actually know where your data lives. Just let's kind of put that out there. They don't really have the standards of which we need to set the precedent moving forward. They don't have the expertise of a company like Anthropic, because this is a new game that they are playing, and it's not even a game that is within their wheelhouse in the first place. So yeah, they can be organized and they can be structured and they can bring in money, but they're missing the biggest piece here is that as a business owner, as a broker, as a realtor, what have you, the issue becomes what is the learning curve and what is the path to least resistance in order for me to go from idea to execution. And that right now is one of the largest gaps within this industry. Do you agree, Nate?
Yeah, idea to execution is the learning curve for AI. All of it is the biggest gap, and then you end up giving up on it. Back on that brokerage topic we were talking about. We've seen things come out like HouseWhisper and HeyLeo. So these are two things that have come out. If you look at our episode 2, I think it was just 2 episodes ago, we were talking about Apple's new update. Well, HouseWhisper now is obsolete because the way that you talk to it to get updates on your contacts or to add it to your CRM or to give me directions to whatever, the recap on a client you were talking with, Apple can do that all now with Siri. So HouseWhisper is not another platform you need to pay for. HeyLeo, we talked about this a few episodes ago. No updates have been made to it, but essentially
Really?
it's the client side facing AI that
Right. The swipe left, the
communicates, right?
Tinder replica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The Tinder for houses, and it communicates with your client for you. Xnay that right now, just because it's not what you want to do. As somebody who's talked to thousands of agents at this point, working with all of our subscribers, they do not get leads through AI chatbots. That's the fact of the matter. Customer support, I mean, sure, but you're an agent, you're not doing any of that. The brokerages that have seen some success with AI is all on the back end. So the infrastructure of their actual brokerage, handling those transactions, handling the insurance, handling the earnest money, the payouts to their agents, all that stuff. I can't remember which brokerage it was, but they are seeing a 25 to 30% dip by using Law 47, which handles all of that data input and organization. So if you can make a correlation between this kind of infrastructure, so a brokerage using AI to take care of the admin tasks, apply that to your business and have it take care of your admin tasks so you can focus on selling. That's the point. That's the point we're trying to make.
Yeah, but they're still lacking in like fundamental basics: speed, consistency, visibility, training, margin. And when you look at what the most important factor is, typically is speed, because that's what delays opportunity or it kills opportunity. And so for you to go from idea to execution in aspect, I don't see a value there. I know I'm coming off as argumentative here, but I'm really trying to understand what is it that these brokerages are doing by releasing these tools and not actually truly having value. Is it just so that they can be in the game, so that they can say that they have an arms?
It's for the headlines. Yeah. I mean, you're looking all at like brokerages like EXP and Real and Remax. They're setting up their structure of the brokerages differently, right? They're giving everybody some skin in the game by doing their, it's kind of pyramid scheme, right? You sign up, you get more people to sign up below you, you get more, right? Yeah. So, and to make those headlines gets you more agents to sign up underneath other agents. So if you're at the top of the pyramid scheme, you're making a lot of money. So of course you're going to jump on the hype train of AI and put it into your brokerage. Yeah. That would just absolutely make sense. But as an agent who hopefully has lost some trust in their brokerage and wants to do things on their own and figure out the path that's actually going to make them a lot of money. The last 3 years that we've been in this, you always thought 6 months later, a lot more agents were going to pick up this AI and they were going to learn it and they were going to use it. Well, that's just not the case. So if you feel like you're behind now, you're not. Right. You could start today and in 6 months be probably one of the top people in your cities because you've learned how to use AI and establish it correctly. The new statistics that have come out about users, though, your clients that are using AI to buy houses, those are a complete different story, though. So we've seen a huge shift in clients actually using AI for home search, getting the home ready for sale, which can then kind of put you a little bit behind when they think that they know more than their agent, which, at that point, if they're proficient in using AI, they most certainly do, especially if their agent's not using it. So to meet them in the middle there, I mean, your portfolio's got to be good. Your website's got to be good. Your marketing's got to be good. Your pre-listing presentations have to be good. Your negotiation strategy has to be good. All of this stuff needs to be wrapped in, and you can knock 4 or 5 of those things out by using AI as like a literal employee, not an add-on, but like a true employee that goes and gets work done for you and can reference the work that it's got done for you so everything stays consistent and cohesive. Brokerages aren't doing that, but you can, as an agent, strategize in that reality.
And well, I guess how would an agent go about doing that? Like what is the step? What is the thing for them that could give them that opportunity?
What's the step? Yeah, you got to filter through a lot of the fluff, and you got to find somebody that's going to show you what matters, tell you what matters in your business as far as the things to focus on, because you can't be too spread out. I mean, you read any business book, it's the one thing, right? The lean startup. These books are going to tell you exactly what you need to do and focus on, and then you just need to really find the person that's going to tell you what to implement and how to implement and why it works to do it that way. And quite honestly, I think that might be our strategy down the road here is giving you guys guidance on exactly how to do this stuff, and remove all the hype and fluff around what these companies and headlines are saying. What's the true things that are working for the agents that we're working with?
Yeah, and I'm sure people are probably thinking in their head, well, if you're going to give us guidance, do we have to be customers or clients of HeyLeo? Do we have to have that system in order to benefit? I think the answer to that is no, right?
No, I mean, what we do with HeyLeo, you can do in Claude. It's a lot more setup. It's a lot more work, but you can make it your own. HeyLeo is just the
simplifying
easy
the process.
Yeah, it's just do it and done. It's already finished for you. You can be up and running tomorrow. If you guys do have questions about any of the stuff that we're talking about, there's a link, Calendly link in the bio. You can meet 30 minutes. It's my link, so we can hop on a call and just chat about what's going on, answer any questions that you have. And if you want to look in and see what Who's is about and the different products they offer, be happy to show you those as well. If you have ideas that you want to learn, drop those in the comments, and we'd be happy to cover a video if it's a big enough topic to cover that in one of our future videos. We're here for you guys, so just let us know what you need and what you want to look into, and we'll be happy to do it for you.